Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Hop in that motherfucking farm and that motherfucker be roaring.
So what is up? How's everyone doing? So in today's video, I'm back with Simeon. If you guys don't know of him or you're new to my channel, this is one of my brothers. He's 16 years old and he's made appearances in multiple videos before, and I thought it was about time to have him in another video. And you know, we had to bring you guys the girl talk. Why are you like facing away from me looking like
bro, where am I supposed to?
Yeah, we've actually filmed a video like this like a year ago. Your voice was like,
that was a while ago.
But we decided to make kind of like an updated version for you guys. I posted on my spam account for you guys to ask us questions, or basically ask him questions because I'm not the dude in this scenario.
I'm gonna do that. And
we are going to go from there. We're gonna read the questions, see what you guys want to know, what guys' perspectives are on certain things. Of course, every guy is different and they have different perspectives on certain situations, different opinions, different standards, that type of thing. But I do think my brother was a good person to bring into this video, just because I personally would say he has some pretty good insight, just giving advice in general. So let's see what you guys got to say and let's get this video started. Okay, so obviously some of these questions are going to be literally his opinion.
Yeah.
His personal response isn't going to speak for everyone, so please keep that in mind and don't get offended because that ain't my problem. So the first question says, you ready for this interrogation?
Yeah.
Are you honestly okay to show vulnerability? I see guys say yes but not actually agree.
Ooh, that's a good question because it depends. You have to really trust that person, because you could tell them something, be vulnerable about it, because it's like, oh, girls like us to be vulnerable, you know, so I'm gonna be vulnerable with her, you know, strengthen our connection because I really like this girl. But then it's like, if she's not really who you thought she was, then like later on, if you get in an argument and then she brings it up, it's like, yeah, that's why, and then she says what you told her, it's like, dang, that's tough. So I mean, what was the question again?
Are you okay to show vulnerability?
Me personally, yeah, I guess. I don't really have much to be vulnerable about personally.
Would you say it would take time to open up to someone like that? Or do you think it depends on the person?
It depends on the person for sure, because some people like to tell about their personal life more, but others like really keep that shut and tight. So I mean, I don't really know. It depends on the person.
That's true. Is a girl being loud a turn off?
It depends, because I mean, me personally, yeah, but like some people will do it for attention, but other people are just loud people. Like some people just happen to be loud and that's just how they are. But like if you're just trying to do a bunch of extra stuff to get attention, I don't think anyone finds that attractive. So not just me. I can't speak for everyone though.
Do you prefer girls that dress nice or girls that dress bummy?
Kind of in between. You don't have to beat your face like you're going to prom every day. Yeah, just something casual, that's fine. Something in between. Not necessarily like bummy, like juice stained hoodies and like yogurt stained sweatpants or something. I don't know, but like, yeah, just something in between.
So could it be like a chill outfit, just not like dirty, like you actually care about your
just
hygiene?
Yeah,
just like wearing chill clothes.
Just make it look like you care, but you don't have to be like you care too much. You know,
that makes sense.
Yeah,
I don't think Simi would really relate to this question, but someone said, why do y'all purposely sag but put a belt on?
Well, for one reason, I know some people prefer to just tuck their shirt behind the belt buckle, but I mean sometimes it's just like a cultural thing where you grow up where you just sag, and other times it's just like to show off a belt, because the reason you could wear a belt, because obviously it's not holding up your pants. So if it's designer, you're probably trying to show off your belt.
Yeah.
Or it's just a habit that you've seen other people do.
True.
But I don't do that. But I'm just putting myself into someone else's head. Yeah.
Someone said, why are they so comfortable leaving girls on open?
I don't know. Sometimes I'll do that on accident and then I'll remember and I'll be like, because then I leave them on open for like an hour or even more than that actually. But I don't know. Maybe they don't feel comfortable doing that and they just are bad at texting like me, and then they just forget. But some people are comfortable just doing that, so I don't really know about them. So I couldn't really answer that.
So it's not always intentional is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one says, do you feel like the right person just comes along, or do you have to work a little to get there?
I'd say both, because there's not really any way to force it, really, to be honest. But at the same time, you have to be going out and like meeting people. You know, if you're staying in your room 99% of the day and you just go out to Walmart sometimes, then you're not really gonna meet that many people. So you kind of do have to go out just so you can see and meet different people, but at the same time you can't really force anything.
Because even whenever you're going out in public and meeting new people, doesn't necessarily mean like you're going to look for a relationship or a boyfriend, but you do need to actually be around people, have social interaction, see what's out there to be able to get anything out of that, I guess. And also personally, I don't think you really have to try. Like, I don't feel like you have to go out of your way to make something happen, and I don't feel like you should. I think when it's the right time, it'll come to you. It should happen naturally, and it should not be forced whatsoever. Don't try to go into a relationship just to have a boyfriend. It never lasts. Okay. Anyways, this ain't my video. Ooh, do guys like it if we are clingy?
I mean, sometimes, because it shows that like you care. Because if you're like completely detached, it's like, do they even care? Did they like forget that we're in a relationship and they're just
right?
Obviously, you don't want to be too clingy.
Space is good too.
Space is good. Yeah, exactly. Because if you're like constantly with them, they're gonna get tired of you. So. Most likely anyway. A little bit of clinginess isn't that bad.
Yeah, and like I'm just gonna step in for this one because I have opinions about these questions too, but it also depends on your love language because like some people don't really like physical touch as much as others would. Some people prefer verbal affection. There's different love languages and people like to express their love in different ways. Personally, I don't mind clinginess whatsoever because my love language is physical touch. I mean, you would know how I act around my man.
Yeah.
So it all just depends on the person because some people like that and some people don't. Oh my gosh, this is a good question. Someone said, what is a guy's definition of bad or fine?
That's really different. I could not answer that.
When I think of like bad or fine, there's like a certain look I think of, and it doesn't have to do anything with like race or like hair type or anything like that. It's just like a look. I feel like it's a more mature look. Damn, I don't know how to explain that. If you bad, you bad.
That's how I see it. There's like the trifecta. There's like bad / fine. Then there's cute.
Exactly.
Then there's pretty.
Exactly.
And then if you mix them all together, they're just beautiful. You know? So that's how I see it.
Being cute and being fine, like I don't think
they're
very different. What keeps you interested in a girl during the talking stage? What would keep you wanting to communicate with them?
Just being interested in actually genuinely wanting to know more about them, because if you're just like making conversation, then you're gonna get really bored. But if you actually want to know who they are because you're interested, then you're not gonna get bored.
Can girls ever be just friends?
I mean, yeah, obviously. But it's kind of rare. Despite what people say, like, it's kind of rare.
Yeah, and it bothers a lot of people. Sometimes you could be in a relationship and it'll bother one or the other that like they have guy friends or they have girlfriends. And I'm not saying you can control who your man or your girl talk to and who they are friends with, especially if they were friends with them before your relationship. You really have no control over that. But I would say it's pretty rare to just have like straight up girlfriends or straight up guy friends. And that's why literally the only males I talk to are my boyfriend and Lee, which is his cousin. So can a boy think another boy is attractive even though they're straight? Yeah.
If you can't look at someone and identify, yeah, that's an attractive person, you're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have to find them attractive personally, but
you can
just
see when
look at
someone's
them
like pretty to the eye.
Just objectively.
Yeah.
So.
And if you can't, that's small dick energy. And imagine being like, nah, I'm not gay.
Yeah, it's like, bro, even if your even if your girlfriend was like, oh wow, they're just like on their phone, it's like, damn, they're attractive. I don't know why I stood up. And you're just like, no, like, they're not even that good looking. They're ugly. What are you talking? Like, come on, bro. Are you serious?
You lying.
Yeah, exactly.
Things you look for in a girl.
I'd say for me personally, I really like my personality. So pretty much me, but with some of the personality traits that I would like to see in myself. So that way you guys are very similar, but not too similar, so that you guys get complacent with each other. You still want to like grow with each other. So like me, but with some of the more positive traits that I would like to have as well.
Someone said, do you guys care about height when it comes to girls?
Not really, not much. I mean, some people have preference, obviously.
Yeah.
But
I feel like most people do, to be honest.
Oh yeah, I should.
Like some people prefer short, some people prefer tall.
Yeah, some people prefer like the same.
Yeah.
Honestly. But I'd say most people prefer shorter. Anything like either same or shorter, I'm fine with.
I personally, like, I would not want to be taller than my boyfriend because I like the feeling of being like smaller than them. Yeah. Like physically.
And obviously they could be like swole, but it's not really the same.
Exactly. I'm talking about height only.
Yeah.
Someone said, do you guys purposely talk dry?
I mean, sometimes, honestly. Like, if I'm not interested in talking to you, I'm gonna be the worst texter you've ever experienced. But some people just don't have a lot of experience texting, so they're gonna be bad at it.
Some people are completely unaware of how dry their text can seem to somebody else, especially if they're used to being really good at communicating and sending longer texts. You kind of have to like find what works for both of you. But personally, the dry texting ain't it.
Yeah, and some people are like really fun to be around in person, or really good people in person, but they just don't know how to translate that.
Hanging out in person is definitely much more important than how you text. And if texting isn't working out, you guys could try FaceTiming. Maybe they're better talking face to face. Why do they only respond to one part of the paragraph you send them?
I don't know. Cause, well, Dad does that.
Yeah, he does.
Dad does that. Sometimes he'll be like, I think he's right outside the door, but sometimes he'll be like, Mom, we'll be at Walmart. She's like, do you want this or that?
Sends thumbs up on Facebook.
Sends a thumbs up emoji. Like, what are you talking about? What are you doing? I don't know what you're talking about. But if I ever get a long text, I go point by point and explain every single one of them.
Okay.
I can't really relate.
Why do guys always lick your lips even if they aren't dry?
I don't know, bro. Probably because it's a habit. Because when I was younger, like in elementary, middle school, I used to lick my lips all the time. I had the ring.
Not the ring.
I had the ring. I used to lick my lips so much. It was like a chronic habit. It was really bad. I just didn't own chapstick. So I never asked my mom, yo, can I get some chapstick? I just didn't. It was horrible. It was so bad.
Not the ring. I like how we both knew exactly what that meant.
I saw a post on Twitter about it. Or not on Twitter. It was a screenshot from Twitter on Instagram about it. And I was like, it showed the ring. And I was like, I don't get it. I don't know why our lips are playing Ring Around a Rosie. That's not attractive, my guy.
Do they care if we have a boy best friend? I mean,
especially if they see them as a threat.
Exactly, yeah. But, and then the guy or the girl does nothing about it. Like they don't try to like accommodate to how your girl feels or your guy feels.
Yeah, true.
Oh, do guys really care about periods? Like, are they grossed out by them?
I'm not. I don't know how old they are. Like,
right.
Like 10.
If you are grossed out by periods, you are a boy.
I don't know what you're supposed to. Like, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, we didn't ask.
So kind of got to deal with it.
Right. And they don't even have to deal with it other than the attitude a little bit.
Yeah.
That's the dog's tail.
Oh yeah. But other than that, doesn't even concern you, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you guys really like when girls shoot their shot? Like, how do you feel about a girl shooting their shot?
I mean, I don't think I would really care, but I've never had anyone shoot their shot in person before.
Oh, in person? That's very rare.
Yeah, I don't really know. But over text, yeah, I don't mind.
So this question says, what's too clingy? And then they also ask, what makes a female seem like a thought? I think those are supposed to be two completely unrelated questions because being clingy has nothing to do with being a thought unless it's being clingy to someone else. What would you say is too clingy?
Maybe if you think that you should put her over everything, how do I put this? Like if there's like a family emergency and then she's well, we had a date planned at 5 today.
Yeah. That's not even clingy. That's like controlling.
That's controlling, yeah.
Clingy, I feel like is more of like a physical thing.
Yeah. What would you think? Because I don't really know.
For me, too clingy would be like just literally on top of me 24/7, not giving me any space to breathe, following me around everywhere. Like a dog or something. Yeah, like a fucking dog. And it's hard for me to even say what would be too clingy because honestly, if my boyfriend was super clingy, I don't give a shit. Like, that's my love language. But in certain situations, like, people still need their space. People need to have days to themselves. You don't need to hang out every single day 24/7. Even though I could do that, people need their space. You're two separate people with two separate lives, or at least you should have two separate lives.
Yeah, exactly.
People need space. Everyone needs space to keep their sanity. So
yeah, that was a good answer. I couldn't really answer that. I don't really know much about that. So.
Yeah. And then they asked, what makes a female seem like a thought? I don't even feel like you should answer that question.
Yeah, that's just it's called a minefield of a question.
Yeah, so, and I wouldn't call anyone a thought or a hoe because that's their life, their decisions, and literally really not
exactly. If it has nothing to do with you, then there's not really much we need to speak on it.
Are they afraid of commitment?
I mean, I'm not, but a lot are. I can't really speak for everyone because it's really different depending on the person, but yeah, a lot are scared of commitment. Not really sure why, especially if you really love that person.
Exactly. But I was about to say, I was completely afraid of commitment and didn't think I'd be able to do it until I found the right person. And
yeah, exactly.
Seriously, I have zero doubts about it. So.
Yeah, if you don't trust in the relationship, then you're obviously gonna have trouble with commitment.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of something you guys both put effort into. Like, you guys both have to feel committed. Like, it can't just be one person or one-sided because that's not even fair to the other person. Are you just gonna text all day one day but then ghost the next?
I mean, maybe they had plans that day and they're busy, or maybe they're just not in the mood to text at all because they don't feel like doing that.
I wouldn't take it personal.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it personal because if you don't think you did anything wrong and then they just stop texting for like one day, I wouldn't really take that personal because it's probably just they don't feel like it or something. I don't know, or maybe you did do something, or maybe they had a conversation with you and they're like not really feeling it anymore, so they're just like waning off of texting you, so I don't really know. Don't
guys get jealous when their girl takes a pic in a bikini and posts it?
I mean, it depends, because if you're insecure, then you're not gonna want anyone else to see all that.
Yeah.
But if you know that like you guys are like this, that's a flex, to be honest, because it's like, yeah, she's like that and we're sticking together like this, so like there's nothing you can do about it. So I mean, depends on the person.
He completely said it. And if you have an issue with the pictures that they're posting, the pictures they were already posting before you guys started talking, that's a you problem. They were already doing that. If you dating a baddie, you dating a baddie. It's a whole package.
You gotta deal with the things that come with dating a baddie.
Exactly. Do you prefer natural hair or extensions on girls?
Natural hair.
Why do guys call girls females?
I don't know. Just because probably they have grown up hearing that, or like they just hear other people saying that.
Yeah.
I think it's weird because it's like calling a guy male.
Yeah.
Like male and female, it just sounds weird. But sometimes, like I watch some YouTubers that say female sometimes, and then it rubs off, and then I catch myself saying like yeah, and then I'm like
yeah.
Why did I say that? But yeah, maybe just that's the terminology that people around them use.
Personally, I don't really mind it.
Yeah, some people don't mind it, but other people really don't like it because it's like degrading or something.
Yeah, I can see that perspective too, but like me personally, it's kind of weird. Like I can see how people could think it's weird, but I personally don't give a shit.
Yeah, there's much worse things you could call someone than a female. So, and a female isn't necessarily derogatory. It's just how they refer to someone. So.
Exactly. Okay, last question. Do you actually believe in talking stage?
Yes. It's not like you're gonna meet someone like at Walmart. I don't know why I keep bringing up Walmart, but you're just gonna meet someone out, and then I mean you could jump straight into dating, but I feel like you should get to know someone first. To just talk and get to know the person before,
without any pressure of being in a relationship.
Yeah, it's like meeting. Yeah, exactly. It's like meeting and then talking, then dating. Yeah. And yeah, that's definitely a valid phase. I definitely believe in the talking stage. I definitely would not go right into dating someone because you kind of want to learn and figure out what someone's about before you actually get into a relationship. And once again, that can make commitment easier if you already know about the person, you already like them. So yeah, guys, that is going to be all the questions we're going to be answering for today's video. I think we answered, or he answered, a lot of good questions. I hope you guys were able to learn more about a guy's perspective. This is definitely not your average dude and not how everyone is going to see certain situations and certain topics, but I hope you guys were able to take in his insight. I feel like the examples he gave you guys and the answers he gave you guys are what you should, I mean, everyone has a different standard and a different type, I guess, but I would say his answers were pretty smart, kind of things you should keep in mind when going into a relationship and talking to someone, because I feel like a lot of guys like wouldn't even consider half the things he said. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Simeon also does have a channel here on YouTube as well, so I'll leave that link down below. Definitely don't forget to subscribe to him after watching this video. Makes some great content and definitely deserves more recognition. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have got all the way to the end and you have not subscribed yet, please make sure to do so. Also, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.